Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka Shah and welcome to my YouTube channel Mathlite. In this video, we'll continue with exercise 22A from chapter Heights and Distances. So starting with question number 10. Two vertical poles are on either side of the road. A 30-meter long ladder is placed between the two poles. When the ladder rests against one pole, it makes an angle 32 degrees 24 minutes with the pole. And when it is turned to rest against another pole, it makes an angle 32 degrees 24 minutes with the road. Calculate the width of the road. Now there are two vertical poles. Okay, two vertical poles hai, and they are on either side of the road. That is, one is on one side and the other is on the other side. That is, one is on left and other is on the right of the road. Okay, so let's say there is a road. Okay, there's a road and one side pe there is one pole and another side there is another pole. Okay, one on left, another on right. In between there is road. ठीक है? Now let there be two poles, pole 1, pole 2. Okay, and this is the road in between. Alright, in between there is road. Now there is a 30-meter long ladder which is placed between the two poles. We are taking a ladder and we are placing between the poles. Okay, now we are placing turn by turn. Okay, over here it is given when the ladder rests against one pole. So first we are placing the ladder against one pole. Okay, now when it is placed against one pole, it makes an angle 32 degrees 24 minutes with the pole. So let's say we are resting the ladder, okay, like this. So it is resting on one pole, sorry. So when it is resting on this pole, it makes an angle 32 degrees 24 minutes with the pole. Okay, so ladder and pole के बीच का angle is 32 degrees 24 minutes. This angle is 32 degrees 24 minutes. Okay, now when it is turned to rest against another pole, it makes an angle 32 degrees 24 minutes with the road. So यही ladder को हम लोग turn कर रहे हैं. ये ladder लिया, यही position से we are turning and placing against another pole. So यही ladder को हम लोग ने turn कर लिया and यहाँ पे place कर लिया. Okay, so when it is turned and rest against another pole, it makes an angle 32 degrees 24 minutes with the road. Ladder makes an angle with the road. So ladder and road के बीच का angle is 32 degrees 24 minutes. Okay, I'll repeat. There are two poles, there is road in between, and we are taking ladder. First we are placing against pole 1. So there is an angle being formed between ladder and the pole, that is 32 degrees 24 minutes. वही point, road के वही point से we are turning the ladder and just placing it against another pole. This time it is making same angle but with the road. This is the angle between the ladder and the road. Okay, now we need to find the width of the road. Width of the road, ये दो poles है, बीच में road है. So road का width will be this. ये width of the road होगा, यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक के बीच का distance will be the width of the road. इतना broad होगा road. This point is nothing but the base of this pole and this point is nothing but base of this pole. ठीक है? So base of the poles के बीच का distance, that is from this point to this point, this is the width of the road. We need to find the width of the road, that is from this point to this point. We have not named the points, let us name them. Okay, this is pole 1 which is perpendicular to the road, even this is perpendicular to the road, vertical poles hai. Okay, now let the point where ladder touches pole 1 be A, okay, and B be the base of the pole. Okay, and pole 2 में ladder touches point P and Q is the base of the pole. ठीक है, let M be the point on the road. Okay, so AM is the ladder, PM is the ladder. Now ladder का length is given over here, 30 meter long ladder. So ladder का length is 30 meters. Okay, now we need to find width of the road, that is BQ. BQ हम लोग directly find कर सकते हैं क्या? No. We'll consider right angle triangles over here, trigonometric ratios basically. BM plus MQ will give you BQ. BM I can find from triangle ABM. MQ I can find from triangle PQM. So I need to consider this triangle and this triangle, find BM from this triangle, MQ from this triangle, add both the values and you will get the value of the BQ, that is width of the road. Okay. BM के लिए we'll consider triangle ABM. AM is the ladder, 30 मीटर का लेंथ है. Now ladder and pole के बीच का angle is 32 degrees 24 minutes. So this angle we know. What we need to find? BM. BM find करना है. Now angle पता है, angle का opposite find करना है. We are given the hypotenuse, right angle का opposite वाला side दिया है, that is hypotenuse दिया है. Hypotenuse दिया हुआ है, opposite find करना है. Opposite and hypotenuse, check over here. Opposite and hypotenuse come in sine of the angle. So sine of 32 degrees 24 minutes, angle is 32 degrees 24 minutes. So it is equal to opposite, angle का opposite is BM, hypotenuse is AM. This we know, this we'll get from the table. Okay, sine values का table. Okay, natural sine का table. So this you know, you just need to multiply and you'll get BM का value. Okay, similarly in triangle PQM. This angle is 32 degrees 24 minutes. We need to find MQ. ये find करना है. We know PM is the ladder, so 30 meters. Now hypotenuse we know, we need to find adjacent of the angle. Angle का neighboring side find करना है. Okay. So ये तो hypotenuse है, ये adjacent side find करना है. Adjacent and hypotenuse cos में आता है. So का टोवा you need to remember this. So cos of the angle we'll take. It is equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is MQ, hypotenuse is PM. This we know, this we'll get from natural cosine ka table. So just multiply and you will get the value of MQ. Once you get the value of BM and MQ, you just need to add and you will get the width of the road. Okay, so now let us start solving. Now there are few statements that we need to write. This is the proper diagram that you have to draw. Okay, there are two poles and BQ is the road. First the ladder is placed resting on pole 1 and then on pole 2 from the same point. Okay, so there are two poles, pole 1 and pole 2 on either sides of the road. Now road ka width is BQ. M is the point on which the ladder touches the road. Okay, first the ladder is placed in such a way that it is touching point M on the road and resting on this pole. Wohi point se we are turning the ladder and making it rest on the other pole. So when the ladder rests against pole 1, length of the ladder is AM, okay, and angle BAM will be 32 degrees 24 minutes. It is making an angle with the pole, okay. When the ladder rests against pole 2, length of the ladder is represented by PM, okay, and angle PMQ, angle between the ladder and the road is 32 degrees 24 minutes. First we'll consider this, we need to find BM and MQ, okay. So first for BM we'll consider this triangle ABM. This is 30, this is 32 degrees 24 minutes. Now we need to find BM, angle का opposite side find करना है. Hypotenuse दिया है, opposite and hypotenuse come in so that is sine, okay. So in triangle ABM, sine of 32 degrees 24 minutes is opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite is BM and hypotenuse is AM. This you need to find from the table. Okay, you will get the value. Refer to natural sine वाला table. 32 degrees में जाके 24 minutes check करो. Okay, so I hope you know how to read the table. In case you have problem, just refer to the earlier video. Okay, I've already made a video on how to read the table. All right, so please refer to that. I've attached the link in description. Now BM we have to find. AM is 30. इसका वैल्यू टेबल से मिलेगा. This is 0.5358. We'll shift this on the other side. So 30 into 0.5358 is equal to BM. So BM is equal to this into this. Just multiply. ये हो जाएगा 16.074 meters. Okay. Now we found BM. ये मिल गया. We need to find MQ. For that we'll consider triangle PQM. In triangle PQM, cos of 32 degrees 24 minutes. Cos of 32 degrees 24 minutes is equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is MQ. Hypotenuse is PM. So MQ upon 30. Ladder ka length is 30. This you will get from the table. Okay. So this is 0.8443. Okay, check natural cosine ka table. All right, we'll shift this. So 30 into 0.8443 is equal to MQ. Let's multiply this. So this is 25.329. Okay, so we found this. We just need to add. So BQ is equal to BM plus MQ. BM is equal to 16.074. MQ is equal to 25.329. Let's add. So it is 41.403. We'll round it off to 2 decimal place. Third decimal पे there is number lesser than 5, so we'll not add anything to 0. Okay, it will remain as it is 41.40 meters. 41.40 is nothing but 41.4 only. Okay, so इसके बाद it does not matter how many zeros you put, it is going to remain 41.4 only. So 41.4 meters. Okay, box the answer, just add a final statement. The width of the road is 41.4 meters. Okay, we found the width of the road. Let's read the next question. Question number 11. Two climbers are at points A and B on a vertical cliff face. To an observer C 40 meters from the foot of the cliff on the level ground. A is at an elevation of 48 degrees and B of 57 degrees. What is the distance between the climbers? Now there is a vertical cliff face. Vertical cliff face, the word itself says vertical. Okay, cliff ऐसे होता है, like this. Okay, so there are two climbers at points A and B on this vertical cliff face. So there are two people climbing this cliff. Okay, cliff is almost vertical. All right, so there are two people at different points. Okay, one is at point A and another one is at point B. Okay, so let one be at point A and B. ठीक है, two different points है. Now to an observer C 40 meters from the foot of the cliff on the level ground. So this is the cliff and there is this ground. Okay, now there is an observer C at some point. ठीक है, now this observer C is observing these two climbers at point A and B. He is at 40 meters from the foot of the cliff. Okay, on the level ground. So foot of the cliff is this. He is at 40 meters. Okay, and he is observing both of them. Now A is at an elevation of 48 degrees. A is at 48 degrees. Okay, and B is at 57 degrees. So this is the reason I did not mark the points before. Okay, A कम एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन पे है, B ज़्यादा एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन पे है. सो कम एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन वाला विल बी एट लोअर लेवल एंड अनदर वन विल बी एट हायर लेवल. ठीक है, सो A is at 48 degrees and B is at 57 degrees. So BC, let this point be D. Okay. Now this is the foot of the cliff. This is the distance of the observer from the foot of the cliff, and this person is looking at the person at point A. 48 degrees hoga angle of elevation, and when he is looking at person at point B, the angle of elevation is 57 degrees. Angle of elevation is always angle between the line of sight and the horizontal. Okay, so this will not be 57, this entire thing will be 57 degrees. Okay, so angle BCD is 57 degrees. Okay, now what is the distance between the climbers? So distance between the two climbers, एक A पे है एक B पे है, दोनों के बीच का distance that is AB find करना है. Now AB, this is a part of this triangle ABC. ABC, is it a right angle triangle? No. So we cannot consider that. We know cliff is perpendicular to the ground. Okay. Now AB find करने के लिए, if I know this entire thing BD and if I subtract AD from it, then I can find AB. ये entire thing में से इतना subtract कर दूँ. Why? Because BD is a part of this right angle triangle BCD. Okay, BCD is 57. Okay, observer is looking at B and B ka angle of elevation is 57. Okay, and when he looks at A, then it is 48 degrees. So AD and BD, AD is a part of this right angle triangle, BD is a part of this right angle triangle. So from right angle triangle, using trigonometric ratios, we can find BD and AD. You just need to subtract AD from BD and you will get AB. Okay, now BD find करना है. We know CD is 40. एंगल का adjacent पता है, opposite find करना है. Same thing यहाँ पे, adjacent पता है, opposite find करना है. Opposite and adjacent, so cut होगा. Opposite and adjacent come in tan. So tan of the angle you have to take tan 57, tan 48, and you will get BD and AD. Okay. So it's very easy. Let us now start solving. Okay. Now there are a few statements that you need to write down. Okay. Now D is the foot of the cliff. Okay. Vertical cliff hai, D is the foot of the cliff. You can also name the cliff. Okay. You can name this point as E and ED is the vertical cliff. I have not named. D is the foot of the cliff. CD is the distance of the observer from the foot of the cliff. So CD is 40 meters. Okay. Now there are 2 points on the vertical cliff, A and B, where there are two climbers. Okay, so A, okay, is at an angle 48 degrees. All right, so angle of elevation of A is 48 degrees, B is 57 degrees. ठीक है, A and B are the position जहाँ पे there are two climbers. Okay, so please add respectively. A के लिए ये angle of elevation है, B के लिए ये है. Okay, so the first one for the first one and the second one for the second one. Okay, that is why we added respectively. Now therefore angle ACD is 48 and BCD is 57. All right, now we need to find the distance between the climbers. So for that we'll consider BD and AD. Okay, because AB is a part of some triangle which is not right angled, so we cannot find directly. BD find karte hai, AD find karte hai, we'll subtract. All right, first we'll consider AD. Okay, so for AD we'll consider triangle ACD. ACD, this is 48 degrees. We need to find AD. Okay, this is 40. We need to find angle ka opposite, angle ka adjacent. We know, so opposite and adjacent come in tan, so we have to take tan of the angle. So in triangle ACD, CD is 40 meters. Okay, AD find karna hai, so we'll directly take tan 48 degrees is opposite, that is AD, upon adjacent, that is CD. Now tan 48 you will get from the table. Okay, you need to refer natural tangents wala table. All right, This you won't get from standard values, so you need to find the value from there. AD we have to find, CD is 40. This is 1.1106. We'll shift 40 on the other side, so 40 into 1.1106 is equal to AD. So multiply this, okay? So 11106 into 4 karo, okay? We'll add the 0 later. So 6 4s are 24. 2, okay, because 4 into 0 0 plus 2. 4 1s are 4, 4 1s are 4, 4 1s are 4. Now there is a 0. Now decimal point after 4 places. So 1 2 3 4, okay, 4 numbers के बाद decimal point है, so 1 2 3 4. So 44.42, okay, 44.424. Let us consider till 3 decimal place, then we'll round it off, okay. So AD is 44.424. Now we need to find BD. For that we'll consider triangle BCD. Now BCD. B का angle of elevation is 57 degrees. Okay. Now CD is 40. Adjacent we know. Angle का adjacent we know. We need to find opposite. That is BD. Okay. ये find करना है. So opposite and adjacent come in tan. So we'll take tan of the angle. So in triangle BCD, tan 57 is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is BD. Adjacent is CD. This you will get from the table, natural tangents ka table, okay. So find the value. CD is 40. This is 1.5399, okay. We'll shift 40, so 40 into 1.5399 is equal to BD. Let us multiply 15399 into 4. 9 4s are 36. 9 4s are 36 plus 3 39. 4 3s are 12 plus 3 15. 5 4s are 20 plus 1 21. 4 1s are 4 5 6. Okay, add a 0. Now decimal point. 4 digits के बाद decimal point है. So 1 2 3 4 digits के बाद decimal point. So 61.596. Okay. Now we found BD, we found AD. We just need to subtract. Okay, BD में से AD subtract करेंगे, so we'll get the distance between the two climbers. So this is in meters. Don't forget to put correct unit. Even for AD, don't forget to put correct unit. Always add units. Okay. Now AB is equal to BD minus AD. Okay. BD is 61.596. AD is 44.424. So just subtract, okay, 61.596 minus 44.424. 271, and this will be 17.172. So that is nothing but 17.17 meters. So you can just write down the final statement now. After this, write down the statement. The distance between the two climbers is 17.17 meters. Okay, box the answer.